Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Tampa Bay.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 2 on the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
Fournette, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Third down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They go with a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard taking it in. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Wilson, flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
54's Mike. Check. Watch what he think on this one.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, baby, that was big.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
Complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Brady, the kidder here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
23 yards, the final tally. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That's a 29-yard
throwing now. Wilson on first down. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Buccaneers 21, Seahawks 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On first down, Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw again on second down. Brady, he's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, 44 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Wilson.
Carlton Davis picks it, and they